If Brian Norman Jr. wants to defeat Devin Haney, he better buy some chickens. He got to buy some chickens. Chase chickens. You won't believe what Timothy Bradley had to say. He finally reacts to the fight that was just announced. Brian Norman, Norman Storman versus Devin Haney. In this video, let me break it down, and I'm going to let you know what Tim Bradley had to say and give you my say regarding it. So we're going to jump right into the mix. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, and let's get it cracking. Roll the clip.
Yo, Tim Desert Storm Bradley. Guess what? It's real. It's official, baby. It's official. Brian Norman Jr. You saw it. Yep, I believe it was Mike Coppinger put it out. Brian Norman Jr., Devin Haney is official. Man, I'm about to tell you right now, Brian Norman Jr. I just got off of CRAIGSLIST, man. CRAIGSLIST, go on CRAIGSLIST, man. Sparring partner's gonna be cheap for this fight. Sparring partner's gonna be cheap. Man, get you about 3 or 4 chickens, $25 a piece. You're going to need to chase some chickens around if you're going to catch Devin Haney. My gosh, that boy going to be all moving around, all around the ring. He going to be all on the top ropes. I promise you, man. Listen, you ain't going to need no humans.
That man said he going to be on the top ropes. You don't even need human sparring partners. Clowning. Desert Storm out here clowning.
You gonna need some chickens. That boy is fast. His feet are fast. Woo, man, I'm trying to tell you. Listen, y'all, hey, if you listen to me, man, you gonna win this fight. But if you don't listen, if you don't get you some chickens, you not gonna catch this man, Haney. He is not gonna be touched. I promise you, man. This gonna be one of them difficult fights. You're gonna be frustrated all night, man. You're gonna be frustrated. That boy gonna move. He gonna move. He ain't gonna let you set your and plant your feet. He gonna move all night. I don't care what he say. He ain't standing there. He ain't finna be no fool like he was against Ryan Garcia. He not finna sit there in the exchange with you. Hell no. He already know. He gotta watch that left hook of yours. You gotta cut that ring off, bruh. You gonna have to cut that ring off. Frustration and your head, you and your daddy gonna be going crazy in that corner if you don't cut this man off, bro, and figure out a way to corner Haney, because you gonna have to do it often. That boy is tactical. He tactical. Yeah, what I mean by that is, people, guess what? He gonna tie Norman ass up. He gonna tie him up. Norman ain't gonna, hey, look, Norman gonna have to fight him off. Norman gonna have to put some damn bug spray on him or something. He gonna have to do something to keep that boy, hey, from tying him up. He gonna have to do something, man. Anyways, man, look. First initial thoughts, look at the boxing stances. Look at the boxing stances. I know, man, I like yelling. I know I do, but I be like to get my point across. First thing you do, look at the boxing stances. First thing you do, you got flat-footed versus athletic stance. Devin Haney, all right? Flat-footed, don't do well with athletic boxing stances. Don't do well against them. Slow feet, moving the feet. That's why the chickens are very important in this. The chickens are important in this. Damn, I'm spitting all on this thing. But yeah. And then you look at jab defense. You got to look at that. Jab defense. Guess who got better jab defense? Devin Haney. You know, look, I still think he done. Soon as he get touched on that chin, that's it. Got to get touched on that chin. Ooh, and he get touched on that chin by Norman Jr. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be another, he going to go down that same road he went with Ryan Garcia. Down that same road. Face down, ass up in the air. Yeah. But anyways, look, I'll break down a little bit more. That's a little bit of breakdown right there. And you know that little bitty piece right there? That should tell you where I'm leaning. However, damn good fight. Give it up for Haney. Hey, never ducking no smoke. Peace.
Wow. So Tim Bradley, he went over a lot. He basically says that Devin is going to run and he needs Brian Norman, that is, to get some chickens off of Craigslist in order to know how to kind of diffuse and deter that. He's going to have to be faster. He can't be flat-footed with Devin Haney. Now, Turkey Al-Sheikh, he took to social media and he gave props. He said, Devin Haney is willing to fight anybody, and I can respect that. My thing is this. I do give credit to that, but I still think this is a super dangerous fight, and I give credit to Devin for taking a dangerous fight. This is a fight he very well could lose. Brian Norman is young, strong. He is flat-footed. He does get hit, but he's been looking good. And in boxing, you know, one punch is all it takes. So you got to give props to Devin Haney for even attempting this. My stance is a little bit different. Although I just gave Devin props for taking the fight, I still think it's a very difficult fight. But moreover, I personally believe Devin was cornered into taking this fight, and I'll explain. The reason I'm saying that is because what are his options? What are the Haney options at this point? Everything was smooth sailing. You had a guy coming off a loss in Jose Ramirez that you were going to be the favorite. You beat him, and you were supposed to get the Ryan fight. That is the number one fight that boxing fans wanted and needed to see with Devin Haney. Set the record straight in a clean fight versus Ryan. But Ryan did not withhold his end of the bargain. First, popping dirty, and then second, he couldn't get past Rolly in a comeback fight. So that fight was pretty much sewed up for October. Then it was up in smoke. Then it looked like Devin Haney tried to get other fight with Teofimo. Teofimo didn't like the offer or whatever. I've already made videos about that. The bottom line is it didn't pan out. So that didn't work at all. So who were Devin's options? Jaron Ennis, I don't think Devin Haney's team really want to fight him, but either way, he's moving to 54. So Boots is out the picture at 47. Teo fight, you already tried, didn't work. Ryan fight, I just went over. He lost, and now he's off surgery. De La Hoya and him are beefing. I made a video about that. So it's like, who is Devin going to fight? Tank is fighting Lamont Roach, and he's with a whole different side of people. Devin wants to fight at welterweight. Barrios is fighting. I believe in God. God, he helped me to he's fighting Manny Pacquiao. So that's already done deal. Stanionis just lost his belt. So it's like, who was Devin going to fight? I don't think Devin can make 140 anymore. So that's out the window. You would have to either lure someone to a catchweight or fight at the 147. Then Bill Haney does a lot of this and a lot of this. So he was barking up these trees like, man, we looking for fill in the blank. And then he got to the Brian Norman name. Their team is not ducking no smoke. And the money was right. The deal was right. Top Rank was okay with it. Now we have ourselves a fight. So for me, I do give credit to Haney, but I also think they were backed and kind of forced into this fight. The dad kind of talked his way into the fight, and they were kind of out of options. And here's the other thing. When I'm saying out of options, Devin doesn't have an actual promoter, right? DHP just lost probably their biggest fighter that they had. So I don't even know what's up with Devin Haney Promotions. And I've already made a video about that. Amari Jones now with Golden Boy. So DHP is not really a poppin' promotional company. They don't have no network or platform deal. So who's Devin, you know what I mean? Who's he going to work with? You got to get kind of a promoter and someone who has access to the platform to host the fight. So for me, I don't think Devin really had many options. You know what I mean? Eddie Hearn's kind of been taking shots at him in the public. So I don't know what their relationship is. You never really had a relationship with Al Heyman, you know? So I don't think they had that many options. And moreover, I don't think they had options to get them the type of paychecks that they probably want. Devin looks like he tries to emulate a Floyd Mayweather lavish lifestyle, buy jewelry and houses and whips and stuff like that. So all that costs Fetty, all that costs money. And to keep that going and keep, you know, that lifestyle, you got to get paid. He already took a year off after the Ryan fight to kind of recover and mentally get right. You fought Ramirez. I don't know how much you got there, but let's say you got some good money there. Who is he going to fight for a big check? You know what I mean? So it had to be Brian Norman. Very dangerous fight. Bradley is saying he needs to get some chickens. Brian Norman is definitely going to have to chase Devin Haney. You've seen a faded Jose Ramirez, and Devin fought him very evasive. Brian Norman just knocked somebody out, and they had memory loss. So I think it's going to be difficult for Devin, especially since the financier of this fight, Turkey, has been on record saying he don't want running and he don't want boring fights, and he's going to even introduce smaller rings and, you know, not work with people who do not provide fan-friendly entertainment. So a lot of pressure on Haney here. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new. But even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.